However, you're the very same people who have screamed that doesn't matter, color doesn't matter, until it somehow fucking does. And we're arguing what shades of brown she is. So, you know, you were calling us racist for years for that. You know, I guess we'd have to call you racist for thinking of it that way.
But it's not racist, because if white people do it, then it's not racist. It's the same thing when Scarlett Johansson's cast in Ghost in the Shell, and everyone's like, oh, that's shit. It's never mind the fact that it was a shit adaptation. No, that's all proper French. It was some kind of lobby group of North African, Middle Eastern actors who said that the problem with the Jews was that there weren't enough Middle Eastern Muslims in space. It's like, that's just insane. But apply your standards properly. Either this stuff matters, as Ryan says, or it doesn't matter.
Or
it
it
can't
doesn't.
only matter in one direction.
It exposes what the real thing is. It's not about representation. It's about less white people.
That's what exactly. Because
I was okay. I streamed for quite a few hours today. And you were there, so you know.
But it does matter. The same with like the whole pronoun argument too. If it doesn't matter, then
The Tumblr's changing, man.
it doesn't fucking matter.
We're going away from the YouTube. Everyone, all the big conservative streamers are moving to Rumble.
So I've got a book coming out.
It's going to be pretty soon. Then I'm not even going to do any YouTube.
So we're doing a review crew where we're offering up like early copies of like a Kindle version. I'm guessing like an ebook version. It's gonna
This is just easy to start, so that's what I do.
$1.99. I don't know if we decided on that.
Tardibus has got an issue.
There's a link in the description, and I think there'll be a link.
It's so nice to have light.
If this will help.
Oh my God. It's 6:40 and we still have light. Isn't that amazing?
Just get an idea. They even suggest you don't even have to read the whole book, I would say. It's up to you. But if you want to be part of that, you can sign up with the link.
Looks like we're close to an hour before it goes down too. So
And you'll get early access to. Did I hit everything, X-Ray Girl?
Only requirement is you have to be.
oh, no worries. You were there. I saw you there. You popped in. Hey, you got a gifted sub too. I make a lot more money when I do a premium or a Rumble premium only streams. I've already made like $50 this month on it. And there's only like a few people that show up, so yeah, I'm happy about that. I wish I could, you know what, if I could, that was a life jacket. If I could direct where gift subs go, that would be cool too. I don't know if you know, but Computer EMS is my Canadian buddy. He's from Canada, and he when I send him the money for those subs. Yeah, he's from Canada. It's actually cheaper to buy the subs from Canada until the tariffs hit.
Classic Hollywood actress. But you gotta draw the line at actress. She's not a very good actress. She's not a very good actress. See, that's
My buddy, I mean me.
She's got the look.
Oh, she looks great. She looks great. She's a 10. She's a 10. She seems like she's relatively nice.
We got some cops up ahead.
I remember I was even arguing with her. She's like, she wasn't that bad. She was okay. It's not like she was but some of her best deliveries. I'm sorry, Rich.
How was your day?
Maybe can we try to have it sync with the actual sound and not the
Now he's facing the other way. Northville, whatever.
His face is our face. It's a acting class.
This gives me hope. I might change career.
Crazy. The dude entered a highway, a 65 mile an hour highway at 50 miles an hour, and then brake checked.
Really? I think it's delivery. I think the accent's fine.
Ooh, stuffed peppers are good, man. I love stuffed peppers.
The accent and the terrible delivery. I'm just still struck by
Get the
fact that
juicy
that's
with the
what
burger.
The character
Oh,
was
yeah.
okay in Wonder Woman. It's not like she carried the film called Wonder Woman. And
Well,
here are all
okay,
these-
that's what Mueller got mad at me about. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, she looked like Wonder Woman.
It looked great.
Yeah, I'm used to it, man. You know how many miles I drive, so it's still fun to bitch about it, though. Especially with that. This morning was exceptional, though. That was nuts. I'm gonna have to pull down the I think Mitty's already gonna pull the clip of it, but I'm gonna try and get a good dash cam clip of it.
I don't even mind some of the deliveries for the what was that fucking
We got another cop up ahead.
on the Nile. I don't
On the Nile.
even mind those ones because of like what we were supposed to be in it.
I don't know. I still think she might, Snow White might be her best performance. We'll find out. We'll find out. All right. Let's get,
I wouldn't say very good. I'm very attentive.
Memberships for $250.
I pay attention. And I really try to be courteous as much as I can. Look at this. You know, like that. I'm gonna back off.
Find out. We'll find out. It's a slow burn.
I had to slow down
Yeah,
to keep from hitting that guy.
Guy Ritchie, here's Brosnan, and Tom Hardy, and Yellow. It's on Paramount Plus. Yeah, actually, it looks pretty good. Daniel Todd from Biddy.
I don't know why this guy is going so slow. Yeah, but it's all right. I'm only a half mile from my exit. Is that Arizona plate? The yellow?
My big complaint about it is the angrier he becomes, the more heat gives off, and I think they forgot about because nothing is catching fire, no one has burns.
They did show some stuff catching fire when it got close.
Yes.
But in terms of no one has burns, I guess.
Nova
I don't
Scotia.
know how many people he actually
Those plates are Nova Scotia.
during that time.
The cherry blossoms
I have no idea if he's watching
No, not today. I was thinking about going out to Cleveland today, but me and the wife are just going to chill because we're going to go see the grandbaby tomorrow morning. So
it. The cherry blossoms did burn.
we're going to have a couple of bourbons and chill tonight.
Fucking Anthony Mack was like, box office getting real low, big guy.
It was almost like there was a load of cut stuff, wasn't it? Like the entire Adamant theme subplot, which was supposed to be in the movie, wasn't in the movie, was supposed to like potentially sap a lot of the energy that he was supposed to.
So I'm going to leave you guys alone while I run into Kroger and grab that. But yeah, it's all good. I think it's basically just you.
retooling they were
In my
doing
bot.
in November was the Red Hook stuff. That's what they were retooling. So a lot of that might have been new, and that's why the CGI Eric Sheedlow for 51. Hey, Larry, son of Charlie, back in action. See chat music too.
The sky looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Roses, son of Tardo laughs so hard, pants, hard to clean.
Yeah, oh, that's what I'm saying, man. It's beautiful.
In the chat, lock it in, yay. Is there
I didn't even see your message until after I said that.
they hit us, so I
Absolutely beautiful.
which is fair. I mean, it's all right, but it's gotta be really good.
Summertime skies are the best, man.
Roland Wretched, 4 parts for $100.
These aren't even summertime yet. We're only a quarter through spring.
Kidding, man runs are gay. Say never. Dude, you can't rush a masterpiece.
Well,
Just like
spring's
George
the
Orwell.
20th. We're not even in spring yet.
Yeah, talk to me. That's right.
get any views of the blood moon last night? Actually forgot about it.
Core member has been digging through the
I got a buddy that got a couple good pictures for me. But, yeah. I've seen so many blood moons though. Lunar eclipses happen a lot more often than solar eclipses, so it was cloudy there. It was clear here, but
speaking of things that never deliver, that brings me to
if I get if I
this is a big game Ryan this year. I am also wondering if Chrissy is going to be joining us in Vegas this year.
Oh, I can't.
I am proposing an immediate tariff on all Brits and their criminals on FAQ until they take all of their royals back. I think it's your royal. Let me have our royal back, but I can keep you some of them. No, you gotta take her. No, she's in a royal family. I don't make the rules. She married in. You gotta take her back now.
Yeah, she married into your family.
That's neither here nor there. You gotta take her.
royals.
these guys are stupid.
Your AI workloads. OCI costs 50% less than other major hyperscalers for
No
compute.
better, just
70% less
ads.
for storage. 80% less for networking. Thousands of businesses have already scored with OCI, including Vodafone, Johnson Motors, and
Nice yield there, dude. Nice yield. Although I'm not upset about that. That was a good merge. What up, Diogenes? Band, y'all band. We're getting close to being strictly Rumble though, dude. You're gonna have to figure that shit out. All the cool dudes are going to strictly Rumble. The wife told me to say hi to you, by the way.
That's 800-549-8543.
All right. Well, if you need help with that, let me know. I have some contacts.
Freight power for owner-operators. Easily pick from all the traditional freight available to owner-operators and over 1,000 other loads Schneider also manages daily. Take advantage of 95% drop and hook freight, low transparency, and customized search features. Plus, for a limited time,
I will. I'll tell her that.
$6,000 in incentives spread out in
I'm going to see the grandbaby tomorrow, so she'll be in full Oma mode, and I'll be in Papa mode.
at SchneiderOwnerOperators.com.
Yeah, I'll let her know you said that. She's not here.
Periods of economic uncertainty, diversity is diversification of your investments. That's very, very important. No matter how much money you have, you want to protect it. You
Or
want to
read.
save it from all these
Dad
things.
reads. Fuck this shit.
Diversification is the issue, and diversification with what? Gold. Unlike stocks or bonds, it's a fiscal asset. Gives many investors peace of mind, including me. Gold has been a valued investment for thousands of years. It's where I put my own money. I diversify. And you don't put all your money in. That's a mistake. That's why I talk about diversification over and over. Gold has been a valued investment for thousands of years. Now, if you want to understand this and take a look at this, I encourage you to work with Advantage Gold. They're the best of the gold companies. And the stock market has its ups and downs. It's been all over the place this week. Gold remains a rock-solid asset. It's not just a hedge, but a proven safe haven for your hard-earned money. So if you're thinking of securing your financial future, now is the time to add gold to your portfolio. Don't wait until it's too late.
Yeah, it looks beautiful tonight.
Call my friends at Advantage Gold today. They're the experts. We'll walk you through everything, step by step, no pressure. Call 800-900-8000. Call them right now. Get help taking steps to control your future. 800-900-8000. Tell them Mark Levin sent you. 800-900-8000. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional. All right, let's continue. Muslim group linked to Hamas, that would be CARE, the Hamas front group, accused of financial irregularities with $7 million in taxpayer cash, now unaccounted for, writes Isabel Vincent at the New York Post. This is the report. Muslim charity with links to Hamas was awarded more than $7.2 million in taxpayer cash. I wonder if AOC thinks that's a good use of your money. And it's now disappeared, according to a watchdog group. An immediate investigation needs to be launched into the Council on American Islamic Relations of California. The chapter's use of funds, according to the watchdog, who sent a complaint to the Department of Justice yesterday. According to the Intelligent Advocacy Network, IAN, a California-based nonpartisan advocacy group, the money was given to the chapter to help resettle impoverished immigrants in California. Oh, that's a good group to give the money to.
I'm making smoked wings tonight.
2022
Yeah,
and
actually I am.
2024. Look, Biden, Harris, that whole regime.
The wife isn't a big fan of fish, so I'm making
They have
smoked
ties to
wings
Hamas.
tonight.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And what appears to be a sleight of hand of money, $7,217,000, was sent to CARE Greater
green.
Los
Come on,
Angeles
let's
and
go.
not to CARE California, which was the only group eligible to receive it, according to the complaint. The Greater Los Angeles chapter of the Muslim organization, which is not a registered nonprofit, not eligible to handle charitable donations, received the entire pot of money, according to the complaint.
I'm gonna grab some blue cheese while I'm in here too
Just reading it.
for the wings.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. These subgrants from CARE California to CARE chapters raise serious legal concerns about whether CARE simply shifted more money to itself, the complaint said. By the way, Awad, Dwad, whatever the hell the guy's name is that runs it, you're welcome to come on and defend yourself on this too. You can bring your buddy Bazin or whatever the hell his name. Come on in, boys. CARE Los Angeles also appeared to divide the federal grant and subgranted to other groups, including CARE's chapters in San Diego and San Francisco. They're not registered, these chapters, with the IRS. Once they receive the cash, they have no public responsibility to declare where it was spent, the complaint charges. No transparency, said Julia Marzu, founding member of IAN, who scoured public documents and records. It's part of a consistent pattern from...
Celebrate twice as much with NordVPN's.
Where is brother?
Get 72% off. And
I'm getting home
some
drinks for
Visit
tonight.
NordVPN and discover the benefits. Secure up to 10 devices with a single account. Encrypt your online traffic. Reduce the risk of phishing, scams, and malware with NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro. Get the special birthday deal at NordVPN.com. Additional terms apply. NordVPN.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at AbacusPays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at AbacusPays.com.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color,
All right, I'll let you guys listen to this. I'm not taking you in.
and make your happy place your home.
So,
Certapro
see you guys in a bit.
That's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at Certapro.com. We proudly use Sherwin-Williams paint.
Hello, I'm Mike Huckabee. President Trump has made history and is back in the White House. And your kids need to know what this means for their future and our country. That's why they need the Kids Guide to President Trump. This fun guide will teach your kids all about President Trump's accomplishments and his plan to save America and make it great again. And right now, I want you to have it for free.
Act now and get a free limited edition collectible pin. Get it before it's gone. Visit kidswanttrump.com. That's kidswanttrump.com.
Stacy on the right.
On the next Stacey on the Right, I'm joined by analyst at Boyer Research and Young Voices contributor Isaac Willauer and Anthony Russo, political analyst, keynote speaker, and author of The Art of Doubling Down.
Listen live weekdays at 9 p.m. East on Sirius XM Patriot.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. The Senate has passed a 6-month spending bill hours before a government shutdown, overcoming sharp Democratic opposition to the measure. The bill now goes to President Trump to be signed into law. The vote was 54-46. A former Republican senator says Democrats learned a hard lesson this week about threatening a government shutdown. Bob Agnew reports.
Former Senator Jim Talent says he learned many years ago it's no fun to be in the party blamed for a shutdown.
And I lived with this in the 90s. In fact, the first time we ever tried this, I was in the House, and it didn't work. And that's putting it mildly.
Talent says, as a politician, unless you can explain the need for a shutdown to the American public,
then they're going to punish you for it politically.
Republicans say poll after poll showed the public wanted nothing to do with what they called the Schumer shutdown.
And I guess it sounds like the Democrats finally woke up and realized.
Bob Agnew reporting.
President Trump says his administration is reversing the Justice Department's 4-year history of corruption and weaponization. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
In what amounted to a victory lap, the president addressed top officials at the Justice Department, the agency that prosecuted 2 criminal cases against him, cases that were eventually dropped. Donald Trump accused his predecessor of turning it into the Department of Injustice.
But I stand before you today to declare that those days are over.
The president injected profanity into his speech to denounce the criminal investigations against him and directed his allies and loyalists in the department to carry out a far-reaching investigation into DOJ corruption. Greg Clugston, Washington.
On Wall Street, the Dow up by 674 points. The Nasdaq rose 451, with the S&P 500 advancing 117. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, it's big. Rob Schmidt recently beat CNN in key ratings, as millions are tuning into Newsmax. Every night, Rob Schmidt is on Newsmax, revealing the truth about Elon Musk's Doge. Tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern and find out why Rob is the hottest person in cable news. Even President Trump is watching, and he says Newsmax is terrific. Reuters Institute reports that Newsmax is now one of the top news brands in America. Find out why. Just check out Newsmax on your cable system. Get Rob Schmidt with Greta Van Susteren, Rob Finnerty, and much more. Download the free Newsmax app on your smartphone or home TV to start watching. It takes just seconds. With Newsmax Plus, you can watch our great shows anytime. Go to newsmaxplus.com and start your free trial. That's newsmaxplus.com. Make the switch to Newsmax today.
Bible.
The price of gold is skyrocketing.
Gold futures surpassed the $3,000 per troy ounce mark for the first time this week. Interest in buying gold usually comes at times of uncertainty. That's because anxious investors look for alternative places to park their money. Gold's latest heights arrived as President Trump's on-again, off-again tariffs continue to escalate a trade war and make financial markets volatile. If trends continue, analysts say gold's price could continue to climb in the months ahead. I'm Hayab Njwani.
Vice President Vance toured a Michigan plastics manufacturing facility while promoting a promised Trump administration industrial renaissance nationwide. Vance was in Bay City, known in the 1800s for thriving sawmills and shipbuilding concerns that have long since closed. Speaking at Vantage Plastics, Vance vowed a great American comeback has started. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters.
There's nothing like being a parent, and part of the conservative principles that I really believe in is protecting my children.
Stacey Washington.
The best part about being a parent is knowing that you're doing everything that you can to protect them and to leave behind a legacy and a heritage that they can walk into and protect for their children and the children that come after that.
Strong family.
A conservative principle that I believe in.
Stacey on the Run, weeknights starting at 9 p.m. Eastern on Sirius XM Patriot, Channel 125. Conservative principles live here.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4181. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-4181. That's 800-575-4181. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Are you ready to set sail on a European river cruise? Then now is the time to book with Gate 1 Travel. For over 40 years, Gate 1 has provided escorted tours and river cruises around the world. Cruise along the Seine, the Rhine, the Danube, and so much more with Gate 1. Right now, save $750 off per person on your next 2026 European river cruise with code BOOK750 at gate1travel.com. Don't wait and book today. Offer expires March 31st, 2025. See more of the world for less when you book with Gate 1 Travel.
He's here. Now, broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
SpaceX, baby. Second launch is successful. The rocket's on its way to save the 2 astronauts. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there are billionaires and there are billionaires. Tell me, who has George Soros saved with his multiple billions? No, he funds organizations to destroy America. He funds prosecutors to destroy cities. He funds front groups to destroy the state of Israel. He almost bankrupted the United Kingdom. What does he create? George Soros. What has he built? What has he developed? Nothing. It's a money man. Now, that in and of itself isn't bad. We all need money men of some kind or another. But look at all this hate for Elon Musk. He was one of the original founders of PayPal. I don't know his whole resume, but Tesla built his own car company. Nobody builds their own car company. And of course, they want to destroy it. Vandalism taking place. Outright vandalism. Because you understand, the left is peaceful. They keep pointing to January 6th. I keep saying, what's been going on at Barnard College and Columbia University? January 6th, day in and day out, and a hell of a lot more violence. But big deal, right? That's free speech. That's the First Amendment. But the left is incredibly violent. And it's embraced by the Democrat Party. It's embraced by the media. It's embraced by these websites and so forth and so on. We don't embrace violence. We have nothing to do with the Klan and the neo-Nazis, the people who attack cops, whether it's January 6th or any other time. If they actually attack them, we don't defend them either. I don't. But here we have, every day, in New York, they're attacking the cops. And suddenly the Democrats, they only care about the cops on January 6th. They don't care about the cops any other time, ever. Because they're frauds. That's why. So Elon Musk, richest man on the face of the earth. I don't know if he still is. I mean, he's invested in Twitter, which cost him a lot of money. He's trying to defend his electric vehicle company. The communist Chinese are not quite supportive of him anymore, and of his business, I mean. And all kinds of things going on that are harmful to the man. But there he is. He has to hire his own, effectively, Secret Service, and he needs a lot of them to protect his life. The media care about that? Of course not. We keep hearing about Barrett and her sister. I don't even know what the hell's going on. But Elon Musk, I don't see all the stories about his threats. Nobody should be threatened. Nobody. Nobody, including me. Nobody should be threatened. Now, this guy, Mahmoud Khalil, has an attorney. Unsurprisingly, her name is Donna Lieberman, Mr. Producer. Donna Lieberman. She wants you to know that this poor guy is effectively a political prisoner. This poor guy, all he's doing is exercising his First Amendment rights. How dare you move him to Louisiana? Well, we should move him to Gaza, but that's a whole other story. How dare you take away his free speech rights? Even though this has absolutely nothing to do with free speech or the First Amendment. Zippo. Zero. Here she is today, of course, on CNN, which really does have a soft spot for Hamas. Cut 16, go.
First of all, what exactly is Khalil being charged with?
What do you mean? Hold on. They don't have to be charged with anything. But CNN sits there with that constipated, permanent look on all their faces. He's being accused of activity by the Secretary of State and others that is contrary to the national security interest of the United States, giving aid and comfort to a terrorist organization. That's it. That's good enough. That's what he's being charged with. The guy's been here 2 years. Gets married relatively quickly. His wife, she's 8 months pregnant. Yes, that's it, right? Right, Donna Lieberman? Lieberman, you idiot. Go ahead.
Being charged with having ideas and speaking out about them.
No, he's not being charged with having ideas. How is anybody charged with having ideas? This sort of Marxist pablum. No, he's not being charged with having ideas. And he's not being charged at all. They're going to kick his ass out of the country because he's a mouthpiece for terrorists. Because he's helping to disrupt the campus. He's a leader of this group that talks about the elimination of the Jews, but he has ideas. That's one of his ideas. Protected by the First Amendment. No, it's not. And people have listened to him, and they have been riled up. They've been aroused, to quote Schumer. They've been aroused to commit acts of graffiti. They've been aroused to take over buildings at the college campus. They've been aroused to victimize Jewish students, to target them, to prevent them from going to class, to force them to run and to hide. They've been aroused to intimidate and threaten. That's free speech. What's he been charged with? Go ahead.
Is that the government disapproves of. And really, that's all there is to it. This is a targeted, retaliatory...
You're such a disgusting, good-for-nothing phony attorney. And such a liar. Trying to manipulate events. Trying to manipulate testimony. Donna Lieberman. Go ahead.
Attack on the right of free expression.
So the government has been arguing that because he was protesting in support of Palestinians in Gaza and against Israel's bombardment of Gaza...
Okay, let's stop. He's not just protesting, like...
Sorry, guys. It's fucking Friday in there, that's for sure.
Which is what they're trying to turn it into. Don't be duped by these fools. Go ahead.
And protects everybody in the country. And
the Constitution triggered here. So again, if you come here as a student, which he did, and you lie, you can get your ass kicked out here no matter what you say, free speech or otherwise. So as Alan Dershowitz pointed out on this show last night, he likely lied to get into this country. So that's number one. Number two is a green card. He's not a citizen. He doesn't have all the full rights that an American citizen has. He's still a guest. A guest. Remember when I tell you the basic reason for immigration is to improve the American society, not to invite people into the country to overthrow it. Been here 2 years. Guy's 31 years old. He finally got his graduation degree in December. 31 years old. He's not even a student anymore. Go ahead.
Administration is telling the public a half-truth. They have pulled out this obscure piece of law that says you can be deported for doing something that endangers our foreign policy. But guess what? That same statute says that you can't be deported for past or anticipated statements, beliefs, or associations.
He's not being deported for past or anticipated statements. He's being deported. They're the things he's doing and has done that have had immediate and present-day effects. Period. What they're trying to do is raise the bar, America. What they're trying to do is get some judge to raise the bar, and then another judge will cite that judge. What they're trying to do is create a standard that does not exist for somebody with a green card, let alone a student visa. One of these guys just self-deported. Did you see that? They were here on either a student visa or a guest visa of some sort of tourist visa. He said, I better get the hell out of here. And he left. Go ahead.
That are entirely lawful, that are express a political...
Right, you're a liar and a moron. Now she goes on, cut 17, go.
I remember back in the day, because I am seasoned, as we call it in my community, when the ACLU actually stood up for the rights of the KKK to speak their piece in public and to take part in protests or marches. In this instance, is the First Amendment...
ACLU is a fucking
the main
Confederate
is this all about
racist.
the First Amendment?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. She's talking about Skokie. She's a moron, this host. The Nazis wanted to march in a Jewish neighborhood. A one-day march. They couldn't get the permit. The American Criminal Liberties Union steps in. There's all this litigation and so forth. The court orders under the First Amendment they can march. Is that what we see happening on the campus of Columbia University? Don't we see them chasing Jewish students? Don't we see them shutting down the Hillel organization? Don't we see kids being intimidated? Don't we see physical violence? Don't we see them grabbing the flags of the United States out of their hands and the flags with the Jewish star on it out of their hands? Don't we see that? Don't we see them with bullhorns yelling at these kids, intimidating them? Yes. That's number one. Number two, is this private property or public property at this university? It seems to want to have it both ways. It's private property. And you know what this is? That's why they have to call the NYPD on. The NYPD can't just show up. Trespassing.
Yeah, it's the American Communist Law Union.
Streets of Skokie, it was public streets. This is trespassing. What about the graffiti? What about oh, he had nothing to do with it just because he's one of the leaders of the organization? Baloney. Baloney. CNN, you've done a horrendous job. Sarah Sidner, if that is your name, with this lawyer Lieberman. What a disgrace. You should have somebody on there who knows what they're doing and debates her. who debates her. But you're not interested in that. Again, you want to manipulate the news. Manipulate it because you're propagandists.
I mean, it matters. The difference matters.
I don't care what this judge...
Believe me, I don't like a whole lot of what Levin says. I think his principles are right, but I don't like a lot of what he says or stands for.
This individual. Immigration laws. They try to constitutionalize their support for terrorism. Think about this. Think about this. And this Lieberman, this Donald Lieberman.
Sounds like
he
a Jew
says
name.
These things without challenge. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
Are you behind on your taxes? You're not alone. Americans have been hit with a triple punch. Businesses and paychecks slashed by the pandemic, record inflation, and soaring interest rates have left people across the nation stuck with serious tax problems. But the past does not have to be your future. A fresh start can begin with a simple phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm.
Oh, yeah.
Their tax attorneys and licensed professionals specialize in...
It's called Crust. Crust Pizzeria. Look it up. It's owned by the same place that owns the steakhouse across the street, or same people. The White House Inn. Crust. They got some fucking awesome pizza. In Ohio, Michigan's probably the best place for pizza. But Ohio's pretty good too. Yeah. And a lot of ads, a lot of not just regular ads and then read ads. It's like, dude, come on. I know you're a Jew, but you don't need all the money. The next best place here in town is probably called the Village Idiot. They have chef specials where you just order the chef special. You get what he puts on it. And they have regular ones you can order too, but those are more thin crust though. People are already on their bikes today. They will be tomorrow too. It's not raining too hard. I'm expecting the rain pretty soon though. I don't even see the clouds yet though.
Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a leaf filter. America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron.
I don't do just the cheese. I'm not a fucking Dave Pornoy boy. I like pizza with meat on it. Yeah, we call that crazy bread. I just made some of that recently too. open.
Apparently this guy's another lawyer. Our friends at the Washington Free Beacon, a piece by Elena Goodman, on Hamas-supporting Columbia graduate student Mahmoud Khalil. And by the way, let's stop calling him a Palestinian supporter, a Palestinian protester, a Palestinian leader. He is a Hamas supporter. Unless the media, you agree most.
All right, y'all. Have a great night. We'll probably stream on the way to Ann Arbor tomorrow on the main channel. Love you guys. Peace.
When Hamas supporting Columbia graduate student Mahmoud appeared in court on Wednesday.